Well, g'day everybody and welcome back to Rusty Gate. We've got a pretty exciting episode this episode. Mac is on, he's out in the field harvesting sorghum. We're actually picking the sorghum up from him and carting it at the moment for the chickens. Once we've done that, we're coming down here and we are going to start laying out our orchard. So I'm actually pretty excited about getting that orchard in. Should be very, very, very cool. We'll go down and see if we can do another load over here. Pick up another load from Mac. Get that done and out of the way. We've got some canola there, which is ready to go. We've also got a couple of sunflower fields that we seeded last night, which should be pretty cool. And there we go. There he is. Standing around, doing nothing as per usual. Doing nothing. Now he's running down the field. Thankfully he's got clothes on again. We'll pick him up. We'll probably pick him up down the other end, I reckon. So we'll head down the other end and pick him up down there. All right, awesome. So this field will be turned around. We're going to continue to maintain sorghum on this field. So this will purely feed the chickens. I like to rotate the fields and put different crops in, but I think we'll rotate the canola and sunflower fields for the oil, and we'll just continue to use this one as sorghum, which should be okay. So we'll keep doing that. We'll keep getting the best that we possibly can out of this, and see what happens when we put in the orchard. And the olive orchard, because once we get olives in, then our factory will be producing the 3 different oils that we need to keep our oil factory going. So we'll be pretty well at full production capacity then, and full production of all of the different types of oils. Olive oils, yes, olives are a very really there's a lot of work in them. There's a lot of work in them. You can't use AI or anything like that, and there's a lot of work in those. But yeah, we'll see how we go, because you do get a better profit from olive oil than you do from canola or sunflower. So even after the price tweak, so definitely worth it. Definitely worth having our own orchard. Not worth buying them in elsewhere. Well, it is worth buying them in elsewhere, but it's not really worth anybody else who owns orchards to actually do that, to actually create the or harvest the olives and sell them on to us. They don't really make any profit out of it, so it's much better for us to have our own orchard running and to be pumping those straight into our factory for maximum profit. Alright, he's turning around. We'll drop him beside him, I reckon, and give him a honk of the horn. Mac, you got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir. I got a full tank.
No worries. Easy. Coming up beside you now. You roll, you just keep moving. I'll get up there. Oh, if I don't run into you and the harvester. There we go. Perfect. Alright, once we get this field, we'll turn this field around at some point, but I think our job today, mate, is to get that orchard in and get all the equipment down to the farm that we're going to need. So it's going to be an expensive, it's going to be an expensive day for us, buddy.
Well, I better put my fancy work pants on.
Yeah, put your fancy work pants on. It's nice to see you actually wearing pants in the harvester for once, bud.
Well, yeah, your paycheck finally cleared, so I was able to go on down to that Walmart and just have fun.
Damn, that wasn't supposed to clear. No wonder our bank account's low. Alright, I'm going to go and dump this, bud. Alright, we'll go over and we'll get this dumped in. We'll come back and pick up the remainder of of what Mac has on board, and then he can do a service on the header, do a service on the harvester, and while we're putting some trees in. Pretty excited about getting these trees in, to be honest, because it's gonna sort of take our factory up to the next level, so it should be pretty good. Just dumping all of this sorghum. The last load that we get off, then I'll probably that we get off the harvester, I'll probably back into the chicken coop and top up what they've got, and then we'll just probably leave the trailer there. We don't have any other fields to harvest at this particular point in time, but as I said, we've got the 2 sunflower seed fields over there, so alright, there we go. Get in there, dump this off. So we're actually doing relatively well in the sense of I think we're keeping up with the sorghum demand from the chickens, most definitely. So I do need to go in there and actually sell some more chickens off, I reckon, because we are probably sitting at maximum chickens, which is about 360. So I like to maintain about 300. When they get up to 360, sell off 60 of them, because we do have a rooster in there and we are breeding. So this field of canola is actually looking good. It'll probably be ready to harvest tomorrow, so which is awesome. You there, Mac?
Yes, sir. I'm just on this last couple rows here, sir.
Awesome, buddy. I'll get you after that last row. Actually, I might run down the other side, and you can unload into the trailer before you take the harvester back to do maintenance on there. Have you met Spurk? Have you met Spurk, Mac?
Yes, I've seen Spurk around, sir.
All right, we've actually employed him on our farm, so keep that in mind. You might see him around. I thought that you were so swamped over with work and stuff. We've got so much stuff going on, and once we get these olive trees in, then that's going to put a massive amount of work on top of us. So he came over and did some work last night. I tested him out. He wasn't too bad, actually. He's pretty good. So and he put all the tractors away, and he put everything where it belonged. Spurk, good boy. Mac, he put everything where it belonged.
Are you still mad that I stuck your harvester in a McDonald's drive-thru, sir?
McDonald's drive-thrus aren't the place to be putting harvesters. How many times have I told you, if you want to go through McDonald's drive-thru, grab the Mahindra, mate. Mahindra will help you out. Just can't get good help, can you? Can't get good help. All right, so what's going to be the status of this field now is it's going to be, let's have a squiz. It needs rolling. Now, strangely enough, I've found now with all of this needs rolling stuff that if you cultivate and then you roll the field to get all the stones out so that you don't destroy your seeder when you're seeding, and then you seed, then it tells you need to roll again, which makes it a little bit awkward. You either got to roll twice every cycle of the field, or you've got to do your cultivating, if you're not direct drilling, obviously, do your cultivating, and then basically destroy your seeder a little bit more by seeding over the top of a whole pile of rocks so that you can do your rolling afterwards. So it's a bit bizarre, but obviously we don't need to do that. We only need to cultivate when we're using our planter, because our planter isn't direct drill. A field like this, then we would just roll over the top of it and seed over the top of all of this after we've mulched it. And thanks, thanks, Mac. Sorry, bud. Don't
to do the maintenance, sir.
Don't go via Don't go via McDonald's, and don't drive over that. And my goodness, this is why it costs us so much to get these things repaired. The stress on those ball joints. Yeah. So anyway, and then you can direct drill and then roll after that, and that's fine. That counts as a roll, but on the planting side of it, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So, all right, we'll see you guys when we're starting to lay out some of this field. I forgot to tell you guys. I don't know whether you've seen this, Mac. Did you see our new tractor? I replaced.
I did, sir. I just assumed it was stolen.
Stolen from a McDonald's car park. I replaced the McCormick. The McCormick was getting a bit long in the tooth, so I thought I'd replace that. I've had my eye on one of these Landinis for quite a while, and it's actually pretty awesome. So good tractor. It sits at 225 horsepower maxed out, which is what it is at the moment. So we've got this little back end section where we can back the trailer in and feed the chickens, and we can actually disconnect the trailer here easily enough. Just got to watch that little bit of fence there. Get it back in, and it goes in far enough that it doesn't stick out enough to cause any problems for any of the machinery that we drive down here. The harvester just... There we go. That's what we're looking for. The harvester just makes it down this row. So you got to sort of take it with the grain header on it. It does anyway. So you've got to sort of be a little bit careful going down there with that, but it works out pretty well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do over the back of those silos yet. Haven't worked that one out.
Mac to Simi, are you got your ears on, sir?
You could... I'm standing right behind you. I'm standing
Don't do
right
that to me. You know you give me the heebie-jeebies when you walk up behind me like that.
What's up, bud?
Yes, sir. I'm going to plant sorghum in that field. Is that the next task you'd like me to do, sir?
I reckon, yeah. Go and do a mulch on it. Grab one of these beasts. Grab the mulcher, which is over near the parked in its spot over near the crusher, and then yeah, you could mulch that field and then direct drill some. Where's the direct drills in here, isn't it? Direct drill some sorghum. That would be awesome. Get that turned around as quick as we can. I'm going to put these orchards down, but I might keep your ears on, because I might give you a call on the radio, because we're going to need to go over and bring some equipment back from the store at some point. So, but we'll start by getting the vines, getting these trees in. So, excellent work.
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
I'm on it, sir.
You look a little bit too clean for a farm. I think you need to work a little bit harder, buddy. Alright, let's do this. There we go. $405 repair. That's fine. It's much better now that they've reduced the maintenance costs on your vehicles. That $400 probably would have been a $1,800 fix prior to their update. They did bring out a patch today, so alright. The exciting stuff happened. So we've got $710,000 sitting in our bank account there. Let's see what we can do in regards to getting this field done. Now they do have a new snapping. On it. So let's see: construction, production, orchards. 130. Now I don't know exactly how that 130 works, but what we are going to do is I don't want to go all. We need a turnaround, so I don't want to sort of miss out on a turnaround there. So, and we probably need a turnaround at this end, so I don't think I'm gonna. Let's see, what's that looking like? You see, that definitely gives us enough room to get stuff down. Bit hard to line it up, isn't it? I reckon it's right there. Now, as far as I'm aware, they snap. Yes. Okay, that's better. That's better. All right. You can see the money going down now. All right, this one's the last one. There we go. We have 194,000 left. That cost us around about around about 500,000. Just actually over 520 grand to put that in. 520 grand. So what I want to do now is I just want to paint a little bit of grass, a little bit of dirt, and all that type of stuff in here. Just purely because how much does this grass cost? $50. Yeah, I might put some grass in here. That's pretty expensive, but we'll throw some in there like that. So that'll give us some grass there, just to make it look pretty cool. There. Okay, through there. Bit there, bit there. All right, beautiful. That's good. Next thing that we'll do is we'll paint some dirt tracks around. Just a little bit of dirt track, sort of. Let's see. Let's change the shape of that and bring that up a little bit. No, there we go. Let's just paint some... Oh, no, that's the wrong texture. Bad texture. There we go. Paint some tracks in here, like so, just to make it look a little bit decent. There we go. Lovely. Tracks in there like that. Makes it look a little bit, a little bit more organic. A little bit more organic. We also need to paint some tracks down here. I don't know whether we can paint on there. I don't think we can. No. There we go. Yeah. Fix that bit up. All right. It will look a lot better from the ground. All right, sweet. There we are. Beautiful. And that is it, guys. That is our orchard. That's it's massive. I know that it's massive, but we're going to have a lot of work to do in here. A lot of work, but I think that'll work out really, really well. So it'll be interesting to see what we get in our first harvest from this. As I said, there's a lot of work. We'll go through it with the boys, let them know exactly what we need to do to be able to do that. Next thing that we are going to need to do is we're going to need to go into the store, and we are going to need to get ourselves a tractor. Now, what I was thinking of maybe grabbing this little beast here because we haven't used it before. Put a front weight on. That would actually be really, really cool. So I think we might buy this for the orchard work, I reckon. I know it's kind of only 75 horsepower. It's only 75. The Landini goes up to 112, if from 70 to 112. 79 to 114 for the Fendt. But I think we might go that. So that might be a good. Let's buy that. Actually, let's just double check. See, the thing is, the Fendt has the Landini and the Fendt both have front hitches, don't they? Do we need front hitches? Possibly not. I don't think we will need front hitches. So yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go that. I reckon. Let's buy that. Yes. All right. Perfect. Let's go back. The other thing that we are going to need, if we go into packages and we go into olives, we're going to need to buy ourselves one of these. Let's buy that. Our money is going down hugely. We are going to go into debt. Let's buy that. Yes. Okay, and back. And we need to buy one of these as well. So we'll buy that. Yep. Okay, and back. The last thing that we are going to need to do is buy one of these beasts. Now, what I might do is I might wait until our first harvest is ready before I buy one of these. The reason being is there's no point, because we're going to have to take out a bit of a loan. Probably by the time that harvest is ready, then we'll probably only going to have to take out maybe 100 grand because of what we've got sitting there to sell anyway. So that's going to sort of be better for the finances. So we'll leave it at that, I reckon. We will leave it at that. Let's see. Just get on the radio here. Mac, you got your ears on, bud?
$10-4. I'm over here mulching, sir.
Sweet. Would you grab the class tractor and or even the tractor that you're driving, and maybe head down to the store and pick up some implements for me? I'm down here now, so I'll meet you down here.
I will, sir. I just want to warn you, my pet snake is loose in the tractor again.
Again? Okay, into reverse. We'll hook this up. Oop. It's an interesting piece of equipment, isn't it? A very, very interesting piece of equipment. Let's go into there. Let's go into the highest gear that we can possibly go into, which is B. B4. B4 is it. I'm not sure what the top speed of this little beast is. So we'll wait for Mac to get down here, and he will be able to hook both of those implements up to the tractor, and take those back in one hit, I reckon. So yeah, this is going to be interesting little New Holland. I'm not a big fan of the metallic paint jobs on the tractors and stuff, but unfortunately we didn't have another choice. I would have rather it just be in New Holland blue, but should be good. You notice how I bought one without a cab so that the boys can work in the rain, because that's how I roll.
Hey, Simi, I'd like to take this time to point out something in your community.
There you are. Yeah, what's that, buddy?
As you know, on an IRL note, I had to switch from Xbox to PC, and it was stressing me out because I had all of these games purchased already. And I'd like to tell you that one of your community farmer gifted me a code to this game, and I just wanted to say how grateful I am, because it was causing me a lot of stress having to fork that money out again. And it's so much better on PC, and I heard that he did that for another individual, so I wanted to shout out to your community, specifically Farmer, I think it's the North Hill Farmer, for reaching out and doing something very, very nice for me. And I just thank you to your community. Everyone's wonderful here.
That is awesome, mate. That is awesome. And Farmer is one of the he is an amazing person, an absolutely amazing person, and has been part of the community for a very long time. So thanks, Farmer. Thank you, mate. Mac, what you can do is back in and hook up this, and then drive him forwards and put this on the front to take him back to the...
You drive like my tata.
There he goes. Hope he hasn't got his snake in that one.
Almost, sir. I had to make a detour.
I reckon we'll throw this stuff in that shed. We'll throw that stuff in the shed in the front of the yard near the silo, and then at some point in time we'll probably put up another shed to hold some of our other gear. So, but for now we'll just throw all this stuff in that shed, I reckon, mate. All right, that was a long trip back from the store at 12 kilometers an hour. However, we are here. This is already ready for mulching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Mac out here, and I'll give him a rundown on what we're going to do with this field and this orchard and how we're going to do it, and then when he's on, he can take it from there, and when I'm on, I can take it, and just whoever at the particular time. So we'll have a look at what the field looks like on the map for starters. This is Mac just doing one of those continually reversing kind of I just can't get it straight. Just can't get it straight. Hey Simi, you need to do some maintenance on these tractors. They don't drive straight. Is that right, Mac?
Sir, I just want to tell you that any medication I may or may not be on is basically prescription.
All right. Beautiful. All right, let's have a squeeze, man. Let's have a look at what the map is showing now for us for our orchard. At this point in time, it is showing doesn't need anything at the moment. Does not need anything. So so that's good. That's a good start. So what we've got to do is we've got to keep our eye on it, Mac. And then when it requires mulching, we get that little mulcher that you bought back from the store. And once this grass see the grass down the center here, mate. Once all of this grows, then once this grass gets pretty high, then we'll run through here with the mulcher. You need to run through both sides, so close to the unless they've changed it, you need to run close to this side, and then you need to come up and run close to that side on the way up. So unfortunately, unless they've changed it, you've got to go up each aisle twice, one on each side to get a proper mulch. But they may have changed that, mate. So yeah, mulch, and then the next stage after mulching is to grab the cultivator thing and cultivate. So.
Is it possible to hurt the plants while I'm working on the other stuff?
It is not possible to do that, sir, no. And then once we get our first harvest, after you've done the after we've done the cultivating, then we can spray it as well. So although we could probably almost do a spray anyway, but for spraying you don't need to go up both sides. You just need to go up the middle of each row, each second row, because it actually gets two sides. So if you run up here spraying, it'll fertilize those, and it'll fertilize the ones on the left. Skip an aisle, go down this one, fertilize, skip an aisle, go down the next one, if you understand what I mean. So that's usually the way to go. So
that is a magnificent field, sir.
It is. It's pretty exciting actually to get it in, isn't it? It's very, very exciting to get it in. So all done. But for everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, Mac. Again, as always, thank you, buddy. It's been awesome. Now, just make sure that once we've finished this episode, you get straight back to work. No, you're not going to have a smoko. You're not going to have smoko in the shed, all right? Because you're spending far too much time having smoko. So
you promised me fame, sir, if I did this reality show with you.
Fame and fortune. All right, buddy. Thank you very much, Mac. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of Rusty Gate as we expand and expand and expand. See you later.